Introduction to FL Studio 9. Hi, my name is Sam McGuire, and I'm going to be your guide as we go through this FL Studio 9 course. We have some really exciting things in store for you, and I want to kind of give you an introduction to what we're going to be doing and how we're going to be doing it. First of all, FL Studio 9 definitely has some new features, so we want to cover those and get those out in the open and explain how you're going to use them, what you're going to do with them, etc. We're going to approach FL Studio in a really practical way. We're going to have some work files which you can download from the website or that are available on your CD-ROMs. These you can use to follow along with what we're doing, and we're going to approach everything in a real-world situation. What we're not going to be doing is going through each little menu item and explaining what each thing does. Instead, we're going to start with a couple projects, explain how you're going to record into them, mix with them, work with the different generators and effects. This way, you're going to walk away from this course with a real good understanding of how you're going to use this to make music in a number of different genres. So that's how we're going to approach this, because in the end, it doesn't matter if you know every little detail about how the menu structure works and what each little thing does if you can't actually apply them in hands-on situations. So that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to really focus on using a number of these tools the way you would use them out in the real world, professionally, with your own music, etc. That way you can feel comfortable with the number of techniques that you're going to want to use. Okay, that being said, let me explain a little about the format, because we have it broken into some different sections where we're going to talk about some different things. We're going to really get into some early projects right away when we're going to be talking about things like creative recording and doing different things with the real musical side of things, arranging. How do you work with musical arrangements in FL Studio? And for that we use things like the playlist, etc. We're also going to be talking about the different effects that we have in here. We're going to cover a lot of these and really look at how you're going to use them inside of real-world situations with mixes. We're also going to talk about finishing your project with the mastering phase and how that all works when you export it, because sometimes there's some trickery with that. Another area that we've added with this particular course is how FL Studio works with other programs. So how are you going to use it with Pro Tools, for instance, or Logic? Is that even possible? Those are the kind of things we're going to address with that. We're also going to talk about Windows 7 a little bit right at the beginning here, because that's kind of the new big operating system. We want to talk about how it works inside there. Should you switch? Should you be using that? Or should you still be using XP, etc.? So we're going to deal with some of those topics right off the bat, because those are some big questions you may be having. Okay, so really we're going to cover a lot of different stuff. Let's get started right away. If you have any questions at any time, don't forget to look at my email address on the vtc.com website, because I'll be more than happy to help out any way I can. Okay, let's get started.